I'm always doing that to you. Actually, I'll be right back. I might go live again a little bit later in the day. It all depends on how the evening goes. But writing for me has always been very therapeutic. I get to escape myself and look into the characters' lives a little bit. Sometimes it's a monster that I'm looking at. Sometimes it's a person. Sometimes it's an animal. But in almost every case, it's different. Always looking for that different spin on a character. Always looking for a little spark of inspiration. And there's no way of knowing when that inspiration is going to hit, when you're going to feel like this needs to be written down on paper. And so I always have a notebook with me, always have pen and paper with me, so that if need be, I can expand on what that inspiration was and I can start writing it down. This is one book that I have put together. It is all either flash fiction or fiction. And if you're a friend of mine in real life, you may have read some of those stories or had some of those stories read to you. I'm not going to read them on live because they're already written and already compiled. But if you've never written before and you feel that like you want to write, do it. Write, because you never know what the next day is going to bring. So sit down, get it written, and enjoy it. There's going to be times when the writing isn't so good, and that's okay. Whatever you're writing is yours. It might be your journal. It might be maybe you're compiling your grandmother's story. Her life story, that is. Maybe you're working on, maybe you have a novel in your head and you just don't know where to begin. I say sit down at the computer and just write. Let it flow. A lot of times with me, I know when I have a good story when I sit down and it just flows. I don't know where that comes from all the time, but it is amazing to me when that happens. It's as if the character is standing right beside my ear and whispering their tale to me. Goodbye. You can have that you have that um that ability to create and to uplift, and that's the idea. You want to uplift, whether it's yourself or others. And if you are just writing your journal, go back every once in a while and read through it. You will be amazed at what you can learn from yourself. I know I do that every once in a while, and it does help. It helps to maybe remind you about something you had felt way before that particular day. And sometimes writing is going to hurt. It's going to be painful because of the emotions in the story. That's okay too. That is fine. Let that be what it is. If you like horror, write horror. If you like sci-fi fantasy, write it. If you like comedy, write it. The important thing is to have fun while you do it. And hi, Simba Dragon. I can tell you that not everything you write is going to be great. Not everything I write is going to make it into a book. That's okay too, because sometimes that's okay. Why is that? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hi, Chuck P. No, I don't think so. Writing is about sitting down in front of the computer or in front of a piece of paper and just putting that out there. for you to enjoy. What the heck? Well, then Simba, move on. Martin Moore, I don't think you have to worry about that. Bye-bye. Now worry about who just got 3 views. Is that a good thing? I think you're looking at people in live, not actual live. Not the actual views. Yeah, that fluctuates all the time. I'm not worried about it. It's not that big a deal. Okay. I don't think I'll need it, but okay. Bye. Is looking like the bookmaster a good thing? I don't know. But if you're writing and you're writing with the intent to sell it, make it count. Don't give up. If one company says we don't want it, go to another one. Switch it up. Don't rely. Oh, that's okay. Don't rely on just one publisher. And, if nothing else, you can always self-publish. That is a thing. That is a thing. It's how I published. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Been a little slow as far as people coming in. It's amazing how many trolls have shown up already. Hello, whoever else is in live. Feel free to chat. The topic is sort of my writing, but we can talk about your writing or whatever else. Like I said, though, I don't know. I was talking just in general. Writing is personal. Nobody says that you have to publish. I have stuff that I have never even thought about publishing. I've maybe shared it, but it will never be published. Just because I don't want it out there. It's personal, and there's no reason to put that out there. If I wanted it out there, I would put it out there. Some of my best stuff is the stuff that I thought, oh, nobody's going to read this, and lo and behold, people like it. Some of my favorite stories from the first book that I published, which you can find if you know where to look. Hi, Random Shorts. You can find all of my, well, I'm not gonna go there. But Count Dracula's Journal, Civil War Ghost, The Mausoleum, Crossroads, those are all horror. My day's going good. My Big Brother, Just Before Dawn, his decision to be my dad, what she had but they did not, because of a smile. Bigger Picture, He Wouldn't Let Me Go, Alex Running Deer, The Student Who's an I'm a Mermaid, My Best Friend's Secret. How is your day going, Random Shorts? You know, there is nothing. The worst thing that's going to happen in publishing, one, nobody's going to buy it. Two, you're going to get told no. And that's going to hurt for a little bit. It stings a little bit. But you pick up and you move to somebody else. Raven's Redemption, the golden coin tree, The Statue Looked Too Perfect. Those are some of my favorites from the first book. And the second book is still waiting to be hashed out. And I've not been writing a lot lately, so that probably plays into it. You can ask questions or suggest a new topic if you have a topic that is safe. I've already had to put a couple of people out there. Yeah, it is. And I would be finished with it. I would be. I should be. I'm probably going to have to restart. Hi, Rue. Yeah, I'm fine. How are you? Writing is about being creative and just going with it. Writing, though, is more than just putting words on paper. It has to come from somewhere, and whether that's your dark self or your heart, if you can't put your heart into it, maybe not right. I don't know. But have fun with it. Don't hide it away. But how is it pronounced, though?
Still using the same cable network? Frontier Fiber is here. Hello, Dr. Franzman here. This coastal city in Croatia is famous for the Diocletian's Palace, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and as a gateway to the Dalmatian Islands. So locally, in Croatian, this city is pronounced Split. 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 Alright, if you enjoy learning our pronunciations, don't forget.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. If you want to have fun, sit down, look at a picture, and write a story about that picture. Make it as long as you can, and then just go with it and see where your imagination can take you. You might be surprised. I think if I were a English lit teacher, we would do that for morning exercise. I would have a picture up on the chalkboard or dry erase board, and the kids would have to come up with a story, just a paragraph, about that picture. That really sounds like a fun little activity. And I think people fret too much. I'm not saying I'm the best writer, because obviously if I was, maybe I could quit my day job. No, it's not. Not crazy at all. If that's what you need to be able to give life to that story, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I use all types of tools when I write. There is a generator, a computer generator that helps you with all types of stuff. One of the things it does is names, and it is, I don't know if I have it on here or not. Oh yeah, I do. So with this, I can go in, say I'm writing a story, and I need a corporation. Oh, before I do that though, I have to generate some names. So we're going to do that first. Well, and sometimes you're gonna run into that, where maybe it is, you might run into an issue where maybe your character is, you might be writing a mummy story, and the name for your mummy, you think you're pulling from whatever is out there, and it ends up that the name that you're using is not as random as you think it is. And you go in and you're searching and you realize, whoa, that in a very short time, you have actually managed to use a name that was in a movie about mummies, or about a mummy. And that is no good. But it's a quick fix. It's a quick fix because you can go in, if you haven't sent it off to the publisher, you can fix that. Now, I am probably going to be doing a werewolf story. The character will be introduced in a current story that I'm writing. And I realized really, really quickly that my character name is one that is already exists. In fact, when I don't do this if I'm just writing for myself, but if I'm writing to publish, then I need to know so I have my character's name. This just goes to show you how the mind can be a dangerous place when you're writing. There is a werewolf. Maybe he's just a character. Last name is Ryan, but luckily, my werewolf is not named Ryan, or not that way. Let's see. Now I can't think of the name. Oh my! Why can't I think of the name of the show? It's not Teen Wolf, is it? No, that's not what I want. Hold on. This is driving me nuts. You have to sometimes you have to Yeah, I was looking for something else though. I thought there was I could have swore there was a character on Teen Wolf by the name of Ryan. Maybe not. Maybe that's why I changed it. No? I guess not. Yeah, but and that's one of the things that you have to look at. You have to and it may be okay to have a werewolf named Ryan as long as the last name is not the same or the storyline is not the same. But this program that I use for names for characters, well, I guess I'm going to have to go. Maybe I'll be able to get back on later. I don't know. I have to go, Carol. I will see if I can get on later. Same here.